I was born in Stevenage. I moved to Stevenage when I was 11 years old.
I've lived in Stevenage all my life. I haven't moved house at all.
I've lived here since I was born.
The place where we live seems like it has always been here. If you live in a new town, then that's not quite true. New towns have a different tale to tell.
I was born in 1960 in Stevenage. My parents came from London. Stevenage New Town was an overspill town because a lot of towns were built after the Second World War.
In 1946, Britain lay in tatters after World War II. Something had to be done to rehouse the families living in poor conditions in Britain's cities. Despite the protest from local people, Stevenage, a small town in Hertfordshire, was chosen by the government as the first of the new towns.
Building went ahead. Houses, schools, industry, shops, everything a community would need arose from the leafy lanes of Hertfordshire.
And my parents were living with their parents, and they were living in like a 2-3 bedroom house in London, and they were sort of like so grateful to get a house in Stevenage, you know, where they had sort of a garden and a house looking onto the sort of the valley and everything. So it was quite a sort of, you know, privilege really, I think.
I've lived in Stevenage for 52 years. I came here when I was a baby. My dad got a job locally and they got a council house in Stevenage with the job.
So my dad worked at British Aerospace and he automatically got a house with the job. So he was quite fortunate really.
Over 60,000 people came to live here, the pioneers of the early new town. They quickly formed social groups, sporting clubs, and everything a town takes for granted.
So a lot of the families in Stevenage were mostly from North London, they were originally. It's basically sort of third, fourth generation now in Stevenage.
I grew up in Roebuck, Broadwell sort of area, and it was quite a nice area. There's lots of green spaces, quite a lot of shops, and yeah, a lot to do.
I was born in the hospital in Stevenage, and I've lived here my whole life.
I was born in a new town.
Yes, I did grow up in a new town.
So next time you walk to the shops or play in the park, just think about how none of this existed 70 years ago.
Everything you see around you in the town today
is only due to our pioneering families.